Okay, Rosemary, I just wanted to give you a couple tips on when you get your Topspin Pro training aid, how it can benefit you specifically. So you're making a grip change, you're going from a full Western, we're trying to get you over to at least a semi-Western. Now, the thing about the Topspin Pro is a lot of people come in and they scoop under it and the ball doesn't keep spinning. If you do it right, if you keep your racket closed through the hit and you almost feel like you're coming slightly into the top of the ball, after you swing, it'll keep rotating like that. Instead, if you scoop it, it kind of stops. So obviously when you make the grip change, that opens the racket face and you've been struggling with missing it long. But here now at the Topspin Pro, you can really just slow it down and focus on coming into the top of the ball, trying to bust yourself when you're open with that racket face and make the correction and figure it out on this ball. But then the cool thing about this is, I think there's this idea that there's a perfect contact point, but I don't like that. I think you should be able to adapt your contact point. So then set it a little higher. And don't just practice it on that one height. I mean, you should be comfortable anywhere from your knees to just below your shoulders. And now you can focus on this, okay? Top of the ball. What do I got to do to get that racket face to stay closed? And then you can get in character a little bit. Pretend, practice running to it and see if you can still make that ball spin. And then with the backhand, Rosemary, we're working on just getting a stable base to the ground and feeling your back foot push off and yourself lift up to your front leg. So the cool thing about that is this thing's pretty hard to break, and if you do it right, you're not gonna impact it too much. It's just gonna be a glancing blow. But just make sure your body feels like you can push off the back foot, shift to your front foot, and then lift on your front foot. And you'll be able to get it like this. I want you to have that really stable base. Watch how my back leg gets pulled up and forward on my front leg. And then once you got that, Rosemary, again, get in character. Add that movement. You could even practice some open stance backhands. I showed you a video of Ryan Harrison having to hit a backhand with a slightly open stance. So that foot always is going to take priority, but then hopefully you have time to step into it. Start out here. Think about what you got to do to get this foot behind and then step out to the side of the ball so that you can generate racket head speed.